Greetings, traveler. It seems as though you've stumbled across my home. Do tell, what is it that you're looking for? Could it be adventure, glory, or could it be that you're after my treasures? You wouldn't be the first to try and steal away what lies within this cave. In fact, I'm certain that you shan't be the last either. What's the matter, traveler? Did they not warn you of the monsters that lie in wait for you here? What a shame. I see that you've arrived unprepared. So I'll make you a deal. I'll let you take some of my treasure and spare your life if you supply me with what I desire most. What's that, you ask? Well, dear traveler, I want you to listen to my story, then share it with all who you would encounter on your travels. You see, there's a village not far from here, and for hundreds of years, the village has lived in nasty fear of me. The hideous beast in the cave in the woods, they say. But it wasn't always this way. Many years ago, I was free to roam about the forest as I pleased, without the threat of humans attacking me out of fear. In fact, many of them considered me a magnificent creature, worthy of praise and admiration. I would often speak to the humans, young and old. They would visit me as I wandered the forest, and even leave me gifts at the entrance of my cave. But that all changed, for I was foolish and fell prey to the trickery of a selfish human who fooled me into trusting them. They would visit me each night. I would sit in the entrance to my cave, and they would sit with me, playing me songs and singing to me, spinning honeyed lies, and even worse, stealing away my heart. Yes, traveler, it's true. I was in love with the human, until soon after they asked me to let them inside of my cave. Normally, I would have been concerned. I never let anyone into my cave. I dared not let anyone see the treasures that it held, for I feared that if it were known, the corrupt and sinful would try to steal it away and use it for their wicked intentions. I But how foolish I was, traveler. For I allowed the human to enter. It was only then that their true nature was revealed. The human surely knew that there was something of value to be gained by fooling me. For when they saw my treasure, it was no sooner that they attacked me, bearing sword and shield, hoping to slay me and steal away the treasure for themselves. It was not often that I needed to fight, so I'd long forgotten the rush of fury when one finds themselves in battle. At the time, I was still taken aback. Yes, I was angry at the human for betraying me, but my heart was also crushed with grief. And although I was full of anger, my residual love for them kept me from being able to kill them, even in self-defense. So I did the only thing I could think to do. I took the human's eyes, leaving them blinded and unable to continue their attack. A grave price to pay, surely. However, given the circumstances, I'd wager that most would be grateful for such a lenient punishment. The human dropped their sword and their shield, writhing in pain, and after some time fell unconscious from the shock. I carried the lover that had scorned me to the edge of the village, leaving them on a soft bed of grass. I could not bring myself to face the other humans, so I left without explaining what had transpired. Another grave mistake on my part. For the bitter, lying human who had scorned me spread lies to all the villagers, telling falsehoods of how they had been attacked by me as they wandered through the trees, how they had so valiantly defended themselves, and how they barely escaped with their life. They told such tales of senseless violence, and not a word of it was true. As years would pass, they'd also tell the villagers how they'd seen me carrying away gold and jewels, and that they believed I had attacked them because they had witnessed my theft, and I wanted their silence. Because of this, the rumors of my treasure became widely known. Although the stories sometimes vary in the details, I'm often visited by would-be treasure hunters and humans with greedy hearts full of envy. But even more often, I am visited by those who would have hearts full of fear and hatred because of the stories that are told of me. Many who would have my heart ripped, still beating from my chest. They do not trust me, dear traveler, for the lies have been spread for hundreds of years. I've bested many champions, sent to collect my bounty, but many I have spared. But please dear traveler. This is my request. I am terribly lonely here. I miss the children laughing and playing by my cave. I miss the talks that I would have with the humans. I do not want them to fear me because of those lies any longer. Go to them and tell them what I've said. Tell my story, the truth of my story, so that I can live in peace with the humans that I so loved before. Do this, and I will share with you a portion of my treasure, and you will be welcome as long as you live here in my home. I will grant you protection and will welcome your companionship. Do this, traveler, and renew my trust in your kind. Now go, before my judgment wears thin, and I change my mind and close my heart once again. May your journey be safe, that you might return to me with haste.